Yeah. Like, comment, sub. And let me say this again, subscribe. Subscribe. And I'm telling y'all this, man. I appreciate all of y'all that subscribe. I appreciate the new viewers. I appreciate all of you amazing people. But the people, I check my analytics, man. 99% of y'all are not subscribed, bro. And that's disappointing to me, man. I'm releasing all this content, giving y'all entertainment on a weekly, daily basis. Subscribe to it, brother. You know what I mean? I want to reach some goals, and I want y'all to help me. So I'm going to give y'all 2 seconds to press that sub button. I appreciate you, my dog. Thank you so much. Let's get into it, man. Lamar Jackson, LJ8, the great Action Jackson. Ravens flock, stand up. Let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it. Lamar Jackson put up a all-world performance, bro. On Monday night, this dude, Lamar Jackson, apparently the quote-unquote running back, threw for 442 yards, 4 touchdowns, 2 two-point conversions, and ran for another 62 yards. Torching the Colts. Torching them. Burning them. AFC Player of the Week. Offensive Player of the Week. Destroyed them. Okay? Let me tell y'all something. Guess who is in the top 5 of passing yards this year? Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson's number 5. Patrick Mahomes, for reference, is like 8 or 9, right? And let me tell you something. Who has a top 3 receiver in the league? Lamar Jackson or Mahomes? Okay. Now, I'm not here to do the comparison thing because a lot of analysts are going to do that. I'm going to respect both quarterbacks in their own respects, right? But I'm not going to be out here start capping and pretending like I was not a Lamar a doubter, okay? This is what these stupid NFL analysts, quote unquote, analysts, have been saying. All of these dudes on ESPN, on Fox Sports 1, on CBS Sports, on TSN here in Canada, shouts out CA, they have been saying Lamar Jackson cannot throw the ball. Lamar Jackson cannot stand in the pocket. Lamar Jackson cannot win big games. Lamar Jackson cannot win a playoff game. Lamar Jackson can't this. Lamar Jackson can't that. Lamar Jackson proved to y'all once again that he ain't your Negro. Okay, sorry for making it racial, but I gotta get it there. I'm gonna take it there. I don't have to get racial, but I'm gonna take it there. Okay? Why do I have to take it there? Because a lot of people of a certain hue hate on Lamar Jackson. I want y'all to name at least 5 black people you know, or 5 non-white people who hate Lamar Jackson. I'll wait. I will wait, because you can't talk about those guys. What's happening now with the Lamar Jackson thing, right, is that he is showing y'all that you can win another way. And you know why I think that people aren't comfortable with it is because we've experienced these older, stand in the pocket, launch the football quickly type quarterbacks, the Tom Brady's of the world, Peyton Manning's, Aaron Rodgers, Brett Favre. You know what I mean? I wouldn't put John Elway in it, because John Elway at the beginning of his career was actually a dual threat quarterback. Okay, so we've experienced a lot of those quarterbacks in the past, and we just casually forget that some of the best quarterbacks out there, some Hall of Famers, were dual threats. Randall Cunningham, Steve Young. Look, let me tell you something. If you see interviews of Michael Vick, who inspired Michael Vick to have his playing style? It was Steve Young. Steve Young was the first dual threat quarterback, really, like fully dual threat, right? And Steve Young is a Hall of Famer, Super Bowl champion. I personally believe that everybody who criticizes Lamar Jackson needs to not look at him as Michael Vick. He is Steve Young, bruh. He is Steve Young. He is a juiced up Steve Young. Now, does he take some crazy hits? Yes. Yes, and I'm telling you guys that is also a bit of responsibility to the refs, because Lamar Jackson has only received one roughing the passer penalty since 2019. December 2019 specifically. Right? So that's almost 2 calendar years that 2 seasons almost, that he's received no roughing the passer penalty until the Colts game, right? Now, when I say he's not your Negro, shouts out James Baldwin, he is not necessarily what we think of a prototypical quarterback, right? Now, we can get in the racial component, but what we've noticed, or what I've seen, is that there's a lot of great black quarterbacks in the league, and I love it, right? But why does Lamar get more hate than almost all of them? You know what I mean? As much as, maybe people want to not perceive it, Mahomes is a black quarterback. That's how society views him. Deshaun Watson, black quarterback. Dak Prescott, black quarterback. Kyler Murray, black quarterbacks. Of course, they are mixes, yes. Jameis Winston, black quarterback. Why does Lamar get all the hate? He gets the hate because he is not prototypical. He's not going to just stand in the pocket and then launch it out. Why? 2 reasons. Because he is such a talented runner that he's going to use his strengths. Okay? He's such a talented runner. And also, the second reason, he doesn't trust his receivers. Let's keep it real. Hollywood Brown has dropped many touchdowns by Lamar. A lot of y'all just noticed that in the Detroit Lions game. If you're a Ravens fan, you've seen Hollywood drop a lot of touchdowns. You've seen Mark Andrews drop a lot of easy balls. You've seen that Lamar Jackson's best receiver for most of his career was Willie Snead. Let me repeat. Lamar Jackson's best catching receiver was Willie Snead, who's basically a wide receiver 4 in Oakland. All right? I'm telling y'all right now. Also, if you're a Ravens fan, if you watch Raven games, you know that Greg Roman is one of the worst play callers in the passing game. Amazing in the run game. That's why we have the 43 consecutive games of 100 rushing yards. But in the passing game, he is absolutely atrocious. Absolutely trash, right? Why is Lamar having so much success this year in the passing game? I'll tell you why. It's because he has better trust for his receivers. Hollywood Brown plays with intensity and fire now, and he is actually making a case for a solid wide receiver 1. And also, they changed the passing game coordinator. David Culley finally left, and now he's coaching the Houston Texans, which is a trash franchise. Trash, and they're gonna probably go 1-16. Trash. And people like Stephen A. Smith, right? Analysts like Bart Scott, analysts like even Shannon Sharp, and I love Shannon. They all doubted Lamar. They all said Lamar wasn't good. Chris Broussard, Nick Wright, all of these guys used to say the same tired narratives about Lamar. And now we are watching them eat crow because they don't know or watch the game of football. Shouts out Chris Sims from NBC Sports. He's one of the first and only few who talked about how great Lamar is and noticed it from the jump. Right? Shouts out to Colin Cowherd, one of the first to really notice it. Lamar Jackson is a generational talent. He is the Steve Young of this generation, and people don't want to notice it because he is not your Negro.